Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this beautiful evening of today, Monday, and this is the day 3 of round 1 of the upper bracket of MKE Championship Season 4, which is sponsored by Genesis, co-sponsored by Z3 Store, Zentro Store, and Slay Official YouTuber. Well, today is a very interesting matchup between the Umbrella Academy on the blue side and Team ZSG Zero Sum Game on the red side. Now, this is going to be a very interesting matchup. I'm Azazel, and with my partner Sasuke, and we'll be casting this match for you. How are you, Sasuke?
I'm fine. The insiders information in the upper bracket, most of the teams we have seen in the past games, they are utilizing the change in the draft with the recent patch. They are utilizing that Leo mode pick to their maximum potential. In last previous game, if the both of the teams have done their homework, then they should be banning some interesting bans or some respects ban.
Exactly. Like Martis is wreaking havoc on the Land of Dawn in this patch, in this meta, and even Fanny, as we can see a Fanny ban coming in from Umbrella Academy. Fanny is also a very viable ban in this meta as it is being used by a lot of teams in a tournament, which is unusual, but yep, she does get the job done. And as you said, Martis is pretty buff right now. He's even getting banned on like pro stages like MPL and all, and this is not at all a wonder.
Definitely, a Leo mode ban is coming from the side of ZSG. Meanwhile, the first ban is Fanny. Let's hope that they might be go for Faramis or Valentina or maybe Van.
Umbrella Academy is actually on to the first pick, so they might just open up all of those heroes to like choke out ZSC into banning one of them and leaving actually some of them open as for the first pick. This might give an advantage also, but might also being get also a bait into them as ZSC might have some counters ready for it. Well, the draft is
Definitely.
all about the mind games. Well, who do you think is winning the mind games right now, Sasuke?
I think, well, they both have banned this hyper beta heroes in both of the lanes. Like we are seeing Martis and Leo mode both are banned, and even Valentina and this fan is banned too. Well, what's open? We are seeing Agushan and even Faramis is open as well.
Yep. Well, if you can, like, if you notice or not, it was a pretty much a choke between the Faramis and the Valentina pick for the ZSG. What they needed to ban, they had to ban Valentina because, like, keeping both of them open would be like a total loss, as Valentina would be still be able to steal the ult of Faramis, no matter in which hand he went. So that was a pretty good gameplay coming in from Umbrella Academy. Unlike their pick, they left Faramis and took Gushin. Maybe it's a comfort pick, or I don't know. What do you think, Sasuke?
Well, definitely they are going for the Gushan first pick, but ZSG, the zero sum game, will be taking that Faramis and Van instantly.
Yep, a 1-1 coming in on the first pick instead of the Clint is already a brave choice, but he can be get countered as this is the third bans of this match will be unlocked after the third picks. So they still have the option to like just go for the Phobius ban. No, I think Esmeralda is already here, so I don't think anyone is gonna be able to counter that 1-1. Hmm. Well, we are still halfway into the draft section, so we are still yet to see those picks and mind games coming in from both of the teams.
Definitely a Farsha ban. I would praise that ban because Farsha can just zone out Van and even kill it from a distance. Even there are some other mages, but Farsha right now is pretty good against this team. Like, they will just zone him off and
Yep, and a Balman ban coming in from the side of Umbrella Academy as they knew that the fighter and the jungle was missing onto the side of ZSG, so they went for the Balman ban. And while, as you said, Farsa is a counter of Lilia as well as the Faramis, she can just bait out the ult of Faramis just by dealing a lot of poke damage to him, or might be even be able to take a kill.
definitely there we are seeing Deroth hyper. Deroth might be going in hyper, I guess, or maybe in AXP. Meanwhile, they are picking the Umbrella Academy are picking Diggy as Rome and Kadita as their mage.
Yep, yet another mind games coming out right here, as they know that Team ZSG has a last pick. As the last pick, they can even go for that Atlas. But that was a very less possibility. So taking
Definitely,
Diggy
but
was,
that
yep.
Atlas last pick might not be possible because we are seeing a Faramis and Lily already being taken in first phase of draft.
Yep, exactly. But the thing is, they also had the choice to go for Atlas, but they went for a Diggy. I think it might have been our pre pick to into the for looking into as a counter for Atlas. But yep, the players know better, and we are just here to watch and enjoy and just comment on it, aren't we, Sasuke?
Definitely. In the base of draft, I would be vouching for this ZSG because they have this magic damage equal as well as the physical damage. Unlike Umbrella Academy having only Clint as the main physical damage.
Yep, exactly. I would also vouch for Team ZSC to have the better draft here, even into the later phases as well as the earlier phases of the game. But it's all up to the player in the end, as I said already. And here we are, peeps, into the land of dawn. The players are taking the position, and while they are taking their position, let me talk about the sponsor of the tournament, which are Genesis Store, Zentro Store, Zentro Store, and Slay Official YouTuber. Um, and so we can see a pretty much decent picks coming in from decent like plays and decent positioning coming in from ZSG and as well as Umbrella Academy. As you noticed in the top, Zeroth actually went to help the red buff of Pakito first. Um, and yep, we can see in the mid lane that the Lilia is actually going for the ambush, and she was able to cut that HP of Khalida into half. But thanks to her passive, it's again back to normal.
Meanwhile, in gold lane, we are seeing Faramis helping that 1-1 to farm, get his farm. Meanwhile, in EXP lane, Diroth is just bursting out this Esmeralda.
Yep, Diot is a natural counter to Esmeralda, so it's like no wonder they're able to do that. And but like looking here into the bottom lane, we can see that the gold lane, the minions are getting controlled by Team Umbrella Academy pretty well. And we can also see already a gang coming in here from here as Packet is already level 4. But Lilia will fall as that CC coming in from from the Kadita and as well as the damage from Clint actually is able to take down the Lilia.
Definitely, they were surprised by that surprising attack done by Kadita. That was a beautiful kill, securing by the Kadita using her Petrify.
Yep, and as we can see in the bot lane, Clint is actually pretty low, but 1-1 is also going back. And in the top lane, we can see here that Dirt is very in a bad spot, but he was able to guess out that team members of Umbrella Academy are missing, and he was able to bail out in time. While the ultimate of the cushion is already used, and we can see also already some of the battle spells, very excruciate battle spells, like being used early into the game as the Flicker of Dirot, the Flicker of Clint, Diggy, and as well as the sprint of Liga is also out of the game for a while.
Definitely, well, Faramis is gonna start this team fight.
And a very nice ultimate position by Esmeralda, but Diot was able to take down a kill, and the turtle is being taken down by Paquito, and the Paquito goes in for a double kill, and Gushen is pretty low, and he's going for a triple kill as he was also low on mana with no ult, with nothing to survive. And Diggy has been respawned here, but it's like too late. I think they're also gonna claim that blue buff of Cushion and deprive him even further into that farm. We can already see a gold difference coming here, Sasuke.
Definitely. You know that zone in that bush which was camped by Faramis, no one checked or it out, and they didn't even know that like someone might be in that bush. That was a beautiful vision coming in from the rumor.
Yep, as we can see into the bot lane, the Diggy is in a very bad position. The Farmis is gonna go into that and use his first skill to pull it out. While Marcus deals the damage using the Lilia, popping out that ult, forcing that ult out of Diggy, and now Diggy has no ult, which like opens up the one for a more free to use map around that area, and she's just getting farmed pretty quick up compared to Clint. Just look at that level difference. And
Definitely, we
Clint
might
gets
see a
caught up in
gang
that first
coming
kill.
over here.
Yup, and even though the Kalita was able to land her ultimate and the Petrify combo very successfully, Pakito was not like down, and he survived. The only casualty was a roamer of Team ZSG, which is a pretty good trade for ZSG even at this point. There's still a 1.8k goal lead into their favor, and the turtle is gonna be spawning in 20 seconds.
Meanwhile, in top lane, Deroth is just freezing the lane. He's not giving that free farm to Esmeralda. He wants to block his farm, you know.
Yep, while looking into the bot lane, there was a gank happened here, which like took place onto Diggy, and Diggy is like pretty low here. But Farmers went in and they stayed here to take the kill, but Diggy recalled successfully, and Team Strategy is gonna successfully rotate towards the side of Turtle and secure that area. And while Lilia is trying to pull that Turtle towards their favor, I think Team Strategy is in a pretty good spot right here. They might be able to take the Turtle down pretty quickly.
Definitely, but only a miracle can save Umbrella Academy, or they are forcing a team fight right now. Pakito securing the turtle, and Gushan is gonna kill that Faramis.
And a pretty good play coming in from Gushan. He was able to take down that Paquito and as well as the Paramis. But the punishment coming in from Dirot, he was also able to take down that Gushan. But still, this fight went to the favor of Team Umbrella Academy. A 1-for-2-3 trade. And yep, the tables seem to be shifting right now. But the goal difference isn't much, is only a measly couple of hundreds. And this is going to be, I think, a back and forth game for the throughout of the match.
Definitely, that's the first tower going in the hands of Umbrella Academy in the gold lane.
Yep. And in the top lane, we can see that Kadita and Esmeralda are actually trying to force that lane, while Zerot was forced to use his ultimate to actually clear down the waves. Well, this is such a back and forth game at some point, at some part of the game, at some point in time. ZSG has the favor over the team fights, while the other point and part of the game and the map, Umbrella Academy has the favor. And in the bot lane, we can see again coming in from the Paquito bot. No, Gushan dives in, but he shouldn't have dived in, looking at that the cold altar of Paramis was up, and they're in a pretty bad position. The Inspire of 1-1 has been popped. Right now there are no casualty yet, but Pagito going in for the dive, not being able to take down anyone. It's gonna be like a 4 versus 3 situation in the bot lane with both of the teams retreating.
Meanwhile, in the top lane, Deroth almost getting a kill over yes, at Esmeralda, but she managed to live for another day, and she'll be recalling. Meanwhile, Kushan is gonna come over there. No, he don't have his ulti, so he might no retreat. He won't force for a kill.
Yep, yet again a good map sense coming in from Gushan. He knew that Esmeralda wasn't going to be there to actually defend that lane coming from the minions, so he left his farm to actually go to defend that lane, which is a pretty good decision. And yet again, the turtle has been spawned, and yet again the ZSC are in a better position to take the turtle. Um, as Kalita is not there, but I think this is going to be fair trade. As Tirot is also not taking part in the fight, and the turtle has been reset.
Definitely. Meanwhile, Clint is gonna recall in the bot lane, and Van Van is gonna join the turtle fight.
Yep. And this is going to be a 5 or 4 situation in the top as soon as the 1-1 joins, but she is not joining yet. And Faramis falls on alongside with the Rod. And we can see that Esmeralda going in that deep with that much sustain on her. She's actually able to like poke them out and zone them out pretty well. And this turtle is gonna actually go into the favor of Umbrella Academy. Yep, yet again a back and forth game here. The goal difference, the economy has been shifted in the favor of Umbrella Academy for now. But like yeah, Esmeralda going in for the dive, while Kadita and Digi trying to poke them out, zoom them out of the mid-tier tier one turret, and they will be able to successfully take down that huge objective into the mid lane.
Definitely. And as we can see, all of the tier 1 towers are already down for the team ZSG. That will give an upper hand to the team Umbrella Academy, giving that more extra, map uh, pressure and lane dominance and everything. And even like they have not even pushed a single tower.
Yep. even though like the goal difference doesn't amount to anything. And in the bot lane, we can see an engage here coming from the Faramis, but like Faramis is pretty low, and he uses the cold altar, and he's gonna get that Paquito along to get moving. And Gushan has been locked, and the Kadita has used her ult, but like most of the skills have been missed. And here Lilia, I think, is gonna go on a rampage. While Digi was able to take down Faramis, Lilia was able to take down Clint, and Gushan was able to take down Van as well as that Paquito. And Kadita surviving with such low HP, even the passive of that emblem of Lilia wasn't enough to take down the Kushan. But Lilia is in a very tight pose. She might just die. Yep, she dies. And yep, this is going to be a punishment coming in from the side of Zedich into the Esmeralda for diving in too deep.
That is just too much damage coming in from Gushan, He's melting two heroes in one of this combo.
Yup, as we were just talking about, the goal economy isn't actually mattering much, but at this point, they are already at a 2k lead, so this is gonna now matter. At this point, in 10 seconds, the Lord is gonna spawn, and for now, let's take a look at the itemization. And as you can see, the Gushan first two items is already the penetration and penetration. The next thing I think is going for the
Ho-
crystal.
Holy Crystal, yeah, definitely.
Yep, and onto the side of ZSG, one has already has two items, and she's actually doing pretty good with but the highest goal onto the side of Team ZSG is on to the Dirot. Hmm. Well, the Lord contest has already started with both of the teams pull that Lord into their favor, and the team fight has broken out with the team being able to take down that 1-1, and ultimate has been popped to the Diggy, and even the ultimate of Cold Ultra of Promise has been popped, and you can see here the Cold Ultra has worn off, and Team ZSG are in a very bad position right now with one of the members down, and Team Umbrella Academy being 5 men up. They have to recall right now and wait for that 1-1 to come back up.
Definitely, that was a bad position for coming in from Van. There was no vision, I think, given from the team ZSG for the mid push, and Gushan was just camping over there, waiting for that to kill.
Exactly. The damage of Clint is actually showing right now as one has to open all of her stacks to actually do anything. But Clint, the damage, the critical of him is actually faster than the speed of one actually opening all of those stacks, all of those marks on an enemy. And in the bot lane, we can see an engage from Paquito onto that Clint. I think Clint is gonna fall here, but the damage is Paquito was almost down. And here Gushan, we can see here Gushan has actually took down. He actually took down Promise. Yep, again he's in a bad spot. He's pretty low, and the team fight actually shifts into the favor of Team ZSC in a snap with that combo of Paquito getting right into place and knocking up the Kadita and Noah. Yep.
And that will be the lot in the hands of Team ZSG. Meanwhile, Deroth is gonna push that bot lane tower.
Yep. Right now, also, we cannot say the Lord will actually going to Team in the hands of theirs. Yes, Gushan is right there, waiting for his chance, but no, his ultimate was not on point. It was a little bit a step late. And Inspire has been popped by 1-1 for like it was practically wasted. She wasn't able to get on anyone. Comparing the goal laners here, I think 1-1 is doing less impressive gameplay, giving less impressive gameplay compared to Clint. And this is a bad thing for Team ZSG.
Definitely, the only that main damage dealer source is the gold lane, that is the Van, and we are seeing like she is going alone in the whole map area. Like meanwhile, the all of the other four people are in this team fight.
Yep, into the bot lane, as we can see, the Esmeralda is being chased here, but the sprint of Esmeralda had been popped, and here the Purifier Promise has been popped here, even the ultimate of Cold Ultra, and the teams are actually going into under the turret to actually take down some kill or something else, but no, the Lord has been melted down and will go down. And in the mid lane, we can see that Banman is actually trying to push, but she's pretty low. She might just fall. Gushin does not have ult. She will survive for now. And look at the positioning of Silverhawk. It was pretty much on point, but Diggy's first skill does a pretty good job at sniffing out people into the bushes. And into the top lane, we can see yet again that 1-1 did successfully take down a tower this time.
Definitely, they are gaining some momentum over here by pushing in the side lane tower.
Yep, the same situation yet again and again. Like the goal difference does not matter at this point. It's just a measly 1 or 2K. But earlier the game, in the starting point, in the earlier sections of the game, Umbrella Academy actually had the tower gap. They had the tower upper hand. But now Team ZSG has the tower upper hand. They have the objective upper hand on the whole objective, and it's just the same situation repeated yet again and again. Just the only difference is that the teams have been swapped.
Definitely. Meanwhile, we are seeing an Esmeralda. After seeing a Dirot over here, Esmeralda are just retreating over here, not going for that risky place.
Exactly, but we can see a three-man camp coming in from into the bot lane. This is going to be a death bush. Esmeralda has used her. She does not have sprint. She does have sprint. She might be able to survive. But yeah, Deroth is actually showing his dominance, his penetration second skill onto the Esmeralda and gaining advantage over her. But no, but the Esmeralda has a lot of regain, so it might not matter at this point.
Yeah, the Lord is gonna come up in 15 seconds, and the team Umbrella Academy has already, Diggy has put his, first skill just to give some extra vision. Meanwhile, team ZSG are gonna
Yep.
come over
Unseen play
there.
coming in from the side of Team ZSG. The Faramis is in the right position, and he was actually able to sniff out all the people hiding into the bush. And his ultimate Cold Ultra has been popped miraculously, making sure that the Lilia survives, but he will fall into the hands of Clint. He's going to be only casualty right now, and right now it is a 5 versus 4 situation into the favor of Umbrella Academy. This is a perfect chance. This is a perfect chance to take the Lord, and they are going to go for it. They ain't going to waste this chance. And until Promise response, I think they will be able to successfully take a fight or take the Lord or both.
Definitely. Meanwhile, Clint is gonna give the damage to the Lord.
Yep, and the ultimate of the Kadita has been popped, taking down one person within, and the ultimate of the 1-1 has been also popped. She has even popped her Inspire, and the Lord goes into the hands of Kadita yet again. We were expecting a turnaround. My team ZSG, we were thinking might be able to take that Lord, but no. This was actually a trade of just measly 1 for 1, and the Lord was actually taken down by Team Umbrella Academy, so things did turn into a favor for them right now, as this is actually a 16-minute Lord.
Definitely, this lot might be hard for them to clear, but they do have a Van, they do have this Lilia, and they even have this Dirot, so they might be clearing this lot fast.
Yep, as we can see that she's actually trying and make they made a decision to take the Lord out into such early stages of his marching, and here Braum is actually landing pretty good first kills, but there's just not enough follow up or not enough damage, and the Lord is actually gonna fall, and the Lord is actually gonna fall right here. He wasn't even able to make it to the first turret of the bottom lane, but the Esmeralda doing a pretty good job. She was able to guess the mood around the whole map, and she went into top lane to actually get that split push in.
Definitely, I think no one went top to even to for the lanes to clear.
Yep, all they wanted to do, all teams that she wanted to do is just take that Lord down ASAP.
Both of the teams are doing great pretty well, and Ian, we can see in the bot lane they are gonna get that tower. Meanwhile,
Yep, Esmeralda is in a pretty bad position, but she has a sprint. She has popped the sprint. She's gonna run for her life, and I think she's gonna survive. Yep, this has went into a pretty good day distraction for the team of Umbrella Academy, as they were able to take out, sneak out their bottom lane tower, as well as so much ultimates and so much resources from Team ZLC. As Lilia does not have sprint right now, as she was just trying to take down that Esmeralda.
definitely that was, all of the five members were just too busy just to kill that Esmeralda. Meanwhile, Umbrella Academy took the great opportunity, destroying the two towers in the bot lane.
Yep, we should talk about how Esmeralda is actually playing pretty good. She's actually reading all the mood around the map, and here Kalita actually falls into the hands of Akito. That was a pretty good death bush set up by Team ZSG.
Definitely, even after Esmeralda getting a nerf on her shield, she is pretty nerf, but this player, this Esmeralda, is doing well, as we can see in here.
Yep, he's actually finding those gaps into his team fights, avoiding all those CC and saving his sprint. And like he is being aggressive only when he knows he has all those resources to actually survive. And he's doing a pretty good job onto the brink of death and distraction. And he's actually doing a pretty good job here.
Definitely, and we can see a team fight might occur at the Lord Pit.
Yup, Akita has gone on to the Lord, meanwhile the ultimate has been popped by Guru Gushan, and Dirot actually goes in for the Gushan. Gushan is pretty low, and the Lord is also pretty low, as well as Pakito. Both of the junglers are pretty low, but Guru Gushan takes on the kill on to Dirot. This is going to be a 1-for-0 trade. So this team fight actually went in favor of Team Umbrella Academy, and they will actually go forth and um whole area of the Lord into their possession, into their control, and they're gonna get the Lord without any contest.
Definitely, that was a huge. I mean, what went wrong in that team fight? All I saw is Tirot going for 1v2 situation. He went for this hyper, but there was Esmeralda, just poking her and dealing some damage, making her slow. And
Yep, actually, Dirod did a pretty decent job. He was actually able to make that Gushin go pretty low, even forced that retribution out of Gushin. But the one thing went wrong from Team ZSC is that Pakito got poked too hard. His HP went to almost 30%, and he was forced to retreat back from the Lord, which was almost at 20%. It was a team fight set up perfectly for Team ZSC, but a single blunder mm, blew it all away.
definitely, we might see a 4v5 team fight over here.
Yep, as we can see, the Mormon is getting melted on pretty much, and ultimate of the Gushin has been popped. It might not be there for a while, but a cold altar has been popped by Framis. I don't think there was a need for it. They're gonna suffer that losses for the season into the later stages and the push, but here Gushin falls on into the hands of 1-1, and Kalita going in pretty deep. She is successfully able to take down that Faramis, but it is a roamer, and the 1-1 and all the other core damage users are still alive. They will be able to save that crystal, that base crystal from actually getting destroyed.
Definitely, they have still the second wave coming. Oh, okay, yeah.
Into the top lane, we can see that the flicker has been popped by the Earth yet again. A resource wasted on that Esmeralda as she popped her spin to actually successfully survive. That Esmeralda is actually pretty good, I'll give her that.
Definitely, no, she is that dealing with that Dirod who is the right counter.
Yep, but this also works in this way that Deoth might be able to get a very good advantage onto Esmeralda in the earlier phases of the game, but in the later phases of the game, Esmeralda like levels it out with her high regeneration. So what Deoth needs is actually another physical damage, like one or near him, so that his second skill can be taken fully advantage of, and Esmeralda will just fall there if all these conditions have been met.
Definitely. Meanwhile, in the last team fight, the chances of
We can see a team fight happening. Probability of the team fight happening in the bot lane, but it was cancelled out by the teams as they backed out. No
both
probability
of
of
the
loss.
team are well coordinated. Not just one blunder and anyone can lose at this point of game.
Yep, I wouldn't say well coordinated, as the second skill, the skills of the CC and the skills, the damage of both of the teams aren't able to like coordinate well. It's just working out individually by the players. But yep, you can just see like the blunders happening one at some time by ZSG at one point by Umbrella Academy, and the other team just finding a gap into that blunder is actually just giving away that flow of the game into their side.
Definitely, and we might see Esmeralda coming into the trap, but no, Van is gonna leave that push.
Yep. This is going to be pretty bad as Team ZSC cannot stay at the Lord area for too long as those minions will march, and those minions are super minions as the inhibitors as all the inhibitors of Team ZSC have fallen. So they need to go clear out these waves as the waves are by default going to be won over by the minions of Umbrella Academy. Yep, and we can see a Cold Ultra Ultimate has been popped here. Even the Kadita Ultimate has been popped. Even the Diggy Ultimate has been popped here. Right now, we cannot say who this team fight is going to the favor of whom, but yep, pretty good second skill coming in from Kadita, but Clean was able to take down that Beirut and pretty low. Even one is pretty low, but she's actually going in for that chase, and she was actually punished for them. And Gushen going into the back side of Team ZSC and taking out that Paquito as well as the Lilia. This is going to be a 4 for 0 trade going into the favor from Black Umbrella Academy, and they are going to leave the lot. This might be it, guys. This is going to be end for round one, I suppose, as Farm is will not be able to defend.
Definitely, and that's the first win coming in from Team Umbrella Academy. What went wrong in that last team fight? Did they overextend, or there was some huge blunder coming in from the side of Team ZSG?
Yep, early ultimates being popped by Faramis, and early ultimates being popped by like Dirot and Lilia is what made everything go wrong. Bhushan was there; he was actually saving his skills for the back line of the heroes, as he knows when he needs to go in, or when the skills of that Pakito skills of that Dirot and 1-1 have been used up, and he was there. And as we already know, the whole setup of Digi, the point of Digi is to like counter that 1-1. Inside the ultimate of Digi, the 1-1 cannot gain any stacks, and that's what happened. 1-1 was actually pretty much useless into the earlier stages of the fight, but when she started to chase down, it was already too late, and she was just punished for it.
Definitely, what I saw that the in the team fight going on, Clint was, there was no one marking the Clint. It was easy for Clint just to give damage.
Yep, yet again here the backline. There is no backline diving hero into the uh, team of ZSG. They're all frontliners and sluggers and pokers. Yep, while Gushan here actually has the advantage of being able to dive into the backside as well as Esmeralda. So the whole composition of the teams actually allowed that to happen.
Well, that's it for the round number one. We'll be back with the round number two.
Yep, stay tuned, guys, as the round two between ZSG and Umbrella Academy will be happening soon here on MKE Championship Season 4. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to MK Championship Season 4, sponsored by Genesis, co-sponsored by Z3 Store, Zentro Store, and Slay Official YouTuber. This is gonna be a match number two we're gonna witness after this between the Umbrella Academy and ZSG. And yet again here they're gonna swap places. ZSG is gonna be on the blue side and Umbrella Academy is gonna be on the red side. And I am Azazel along with my partner Sasuke, and we'll be casting this match for you.
Good evening, guys. Let's roll. Like the first game, the first round is won by the Umbrella Academy. We had a lovely round at that game. I think it was the pretty longest match of the game.
I don't know. I did not check the timing, but yep, it was the longest game for me. And Team Umbrella Academy taking that first win back home. And what do you think, Sasuke? Are we gonna see a round number three with ZSC taking away this round, or is it gonna be Umbrella Academy just doing a clean sweep?
Well, if ZSG, don't make these blunders which they had done in the past game, and definitely the EXP or someone should, in team fights just zone or mark the gold lane, that is the Clint or whatever they are going to pick, then they might have a chance.
And then irony banning coming here. We can see that 1-1 being banned from the side of ZSG. But in the last game, if you notice, ZSG was the one who took 1-1. And Umbrella Academy banned Gushin. And as you noticed again, Umbrella Academy was the one using Gushin last match.
They definitely don't want to give that cushion to enemy.
Yup, and even the 1-1 wasn't that good. Celestia still does not want that 1-1 into the hands of enemy. And a Martis ban coming here from from the side of ZSG. Like, this is a very peculiar ban. They have the first pick. They should just go for the Martis. And but is their choice. And the Valentino ban coming in from the side of Umbrella Academy. And a Leo mod pick coming in from the side of ZSG. What do you think about this pick and ban, Sasuke?
Definitely, they this time I think they gamble it for this Leo mode, and if enemy team might ban this Leo mode, then they will go for this Valentina. That's a pretty good ban coming in from both of the teams, but we are seeing a Faramis and a Diggy pick coming in the side of Umbrella Academy.
Yup, what a very peculiar pick coming in from the side of Umbrella Academy. Like the Faramis and the Diggy both at the same time. I think Diggy is supposed to counter the Leomora because of his high CC and damage, and Faramis also works in that favor only. I think Faramis is gonna be going onto the mid lane as a mage, and Diggy is gonna be the roam. And looking at the picks here yet again, ZSG goes for that Claude pick, and the Masha pick. Both of these picks are pretty bad, I would say. What do
I'm
you think,
thinking
Sasuke?
about Umbrella Academy should go for this tanky hyper like Akaya or Barracks because they have this Diggy and Faramis, then they'll be good with the tanky hyper on the
Yeah,
front
but the
line, but they
thing
are
is,
gonna okay. They are going
but
for
the thing
Belmont.
is, yeah, a Balmain pick. Yet again, a peculiar pick coming in from them. Even though he's like tanky, the thing is, ZSC has a Claude. Claude with his blazing duels is able to take down, not even just blazing duels, just his normal basic attack. He will be able to take down any sort of tanky hero. And moving on to the bans, after the Balmain pick, Team Umbrella Academy chose to ban that Lilia, which is actually a good ban as Lilia is able to poke down that from his ult, and like just force it out. What do you think?
Definitely, I think this last ban coming in from both of the teams are respect ban.
Exactly. The Umbrella Academy respects that Lilia from Marcus. He was doing pretty good, and that Esmeralda uh, ban coming in from the side of ZSG, as they respect that Esmeralda coming in from the side of Umbrella Academy. That Esmeralda was actually doing a pretty well job.
Definitely, and we are gonna see a Jawhead in EXP. Well, Jawhead might go for a tanky or this damage build, or he can even go for the semi damage tanky build.
This is looking pretty bad. This is actually a very good pick-off build, a pick-off type of composition coming in from the side of Umbrella Academy. The CC of Diggy, the holding down from his second skill of any opponent of any sort, and the Jawhead just going in for the kill or yet another CC. This is very much chain CC type of picks coming in from the Umbrella Academy, with them also picking that Diggy, their own counter, to actually make up that make that composition even go further. And we can even see that Estes and Eve picks coming in from the side of ZSG. What do you think, Sasuke?
Definitely, in the side of ZSG, they have pretty good Zona in the team, but they do lack the frontliner ability. Like even if Masha, like they don't have plenty of CC to hold, but they have gone pretty well because enemy has Diggy. So even if they might go for a CC hero, then Diggy will just ult him and
Yeah, but the thing is, how is this gonna keep up with Leo mode, Masha, and Claude? He might be able to keep up with that Eve at some point, but he does not have any blink skills, nor neither does he have any high movement speed. How is he gonna keep up into the team fight while Claude, Leo mode, and everyone are just going around on that speed? Well, here we are, peeps, into the land of dawn, with ZSG on the blue side and Umbrella Academy on the red side. This is going to be match number two between them. And as the teams, as the players are taking their position, let me introduce you yet again to MKE Esports Season 4 Championship, and which is like sponsored by Genesis, co-sponsored by Z3 Store, Zentro Store, and Slay Official.
and there was invade coming in from Jawhead just to bully that hyper and troubling his farm, but there was a Masha just to zone off him.
Yep, they are making full use of that very aggressive composition coming in, which came in from the side of Umbrella Academy. And if they are able to make those chains CC happen, take place like perfectly, they're gonna get a lot of pickups on this map.
Meanwhile, on top lane, Irachil and Degi both have the bursting ability in the early phase, but they have an Estes to just to
Yep,
heal him.
looking at sustain, I think Estes will be able to hold down with that card. And looking at the poke, Irithel and Digi do have the better poke. And as we can see here, the ultimate has been popped by Leomod, and the flicker has been popped by the Digi. Leomod actually trying his luck out here. He might be able to just deal some damage onto that, but nope. There's not gonna be any casualty yet on the side of Umbrella Academy. And I think that they're just gonna try and force a top lane, or they're just gonna retreat. Yep. Meanwhile, into the mid lane, we can see that the first blood actually is taken out from the hands of Umbrella Academy. Lumon was in a very bad position. Actually, he was trying to help that Eve, but given that he did not had ult, and Johet was actually charging straight at him, with him being level 4, he should have just backed off. It was a bad position coming in from Leomond, and he lost his life. And the first blood and the first turtle went into the hands of Umbrella Academy.
Definitely, that is not a good start you will be giving to Umbrella Academy. Once if they have a snowball on that Balmond, on that Irithil, then it will be hard for Team ZSG to come back.
Exactly, and we can see here that Eve isn't even level 4 yet. She just got level 4. She's actually missing a lot of those minions, those gold, that XP that she needs to actually snowball here. And we can already see a gold difference being building up of almost 1.1k or 1.2k. Yet again, 1.1k just to like match things up. And the top lane, I think it's pretty much obvious that the Aether is actually winning that lane, as we can see the experience and the XP and level gaps of Aether and Claude. And Ultimate has been popped, Blazing Duet has been popped, and Pole Ultra has been popped, but Aether was able to successfully take down that Estes. And even though the ultimate of Diggy had been popped, it had to run out at some point, and with the ultimate of Eve and Leomord being popped, yet again they were able to take down that Diggy. But here again, it's still just a roam trade for an MM, not an MM. This is
It
a
was a
roam
roam
trade.
for roam
Yeah,
trade.
roam for roam trade. Yeah, my bad. Sorry, but yep, things are looking yet into the favor of Team Umbrella Academy, as that goal is actually going up. That again we can see into the top lane, the team ZSG is trying to force their way into the tower of Umbrella Academy, but the Blazing Duet has been popped. The second silver plays nicely, but the Diggy, I think Diggy might be falling here, but no, he has that bailout flicker at the very right moment. So many resources have been used by the side of ZSG. They should not push this any further, I would suggest. And the ultimate of Eve has been popped. Yep, SA is gonna fall down onto the hands of Faramis, and the Cold Ultra was able to successfully defend and successfully save that Evetel and defend that tower.
Definitely, they were trying to go for that gamble. You guys can take the turtle, but we'll be taking the top tower. But it went pretty fail inside of ZSG.
Yep, as I said, the one who like Estes needs to heal is Leomord, and Masha, like healing Claude and squishy heroes like Eve will not help that much. And even though he needs to heal that Leomord and all those mobile heroes, he's just not able to keep up with them as he went inside the tower and without any blink skills, he just got caught up in it.
Definitely, and we might see a gang coming in at the top lane.
Yeah, the blazing duet has been involved. The minions have been cleared and successfully Claude escapes. SS is pretty low, but you can see the Jaw had actually rotated down here. He will take down that SS. The Masha might be able to take down that bottom lane. But like Leo Mode Ultimate has been popped. Yep, they are gonna go for the mage, and there's gonna be a trade off for that mage for the roam, and the first tower of the game will be falling into the favor of Team ZSC. But this is a pretty much good trade-off for Team ZSC as they needed to level things out somewhere.
Definitely, seeing the team composition, like Claude is a pretty mid to late game. He needs some items instead to give damage, and Leomord, you can say he is a good mid game hero, but still, as for Mage Eve, he do need some items before going for a team fight or give damage.
Yep, as we can see, the Silverhawk is in a pretty good position here, but no, ultimate has been bought by Diggy. It was not needed, but yep, panic play coming in from Diggy, and meanwhile, between all that team fight, between all that chaos on the top lane, all those feints coming in from both of the sides, Balmond and Faramis were able to take down that mid turret. And the mid tier 1 turret is actually a pretty huge milestone for any top tier game.
Definitely, and there is a turtle coming right over right now, and this might even go in the hands of Umbrella Academy because
Yep, into the
we
top lane,
can
we can see
see
that Airtel is in a pretty bad position. Yes, she will fall down from the hands of Leo mode, I guess. Yep. No, I guess I did not saw who Airtel fell into the hands of. But Airtel did die, and they might be able to take down this tower as well. Yep, they will be able to take down tower, and team actually Umbrella Academy is looking to trade that bottom tower for the top tower of them.
definitely we might see a trade-off coming in terms of tower.
Yep, and Masha will not be able to defend against three people onto her lane. And this is going to be a successful trade-off. Right now, I'm looking at the builds for right now and the gold allocation for each heroes. Claude is going to be one of the highest farmers of the game for the side of ZSG. And here we can see a team fight happening here onto the top lord side. And Eve has fallen. Eve has fallen. Assist has fallen. That perfect, perfect timing of the cold ultra coming in from that Paramis was pretty much on point, and it saved the day, and it saved those heroes of Team Umbrella Academy from the Blazing Duet. Well, here we can see that whole supremacy is about those picks.
Definitely Retail getting the top tower, and we can see a gold lead coming in from the side of Umbrella Academy, and the gold lead is around 3k, and it was a pretty 1k and then 2k. The gold lead is increasing.
Yep, and you can see that the position of Jawhead is not good, I would say. But yep, he can escape with that second skill with that huge boosting movement. And even that Balmond even went in for that invade into the group of, and we can see in the bottom that Jawhead is not in a pretty good spot, and he will be taken out by the Leomod. That is a worthy punishment coming in from Leomod for like him being so deep into their own map. And here into
Definitely.
the million also that we can see the flicker has been popped by Diggy. A very valuable resource is gone. Down to
We
the
can
Sasuke.
ZSG can contest for this Lord fight since they are having an upper hand.
Yup, she might be able to take contest it, and a very premature ultimate coming in from Eve, but a cold altar has also been popped. Even the blazing blade of Lord has been popped. He's pretty much in the back line, and they will be able to take down that Diggy. It's gonna be a 0 for 1 trade, and they are not gonna waste any time fighting, and they're just gonna go in for that Lord. But they need to fight. They need to like push down more as team Umbrella Academy still has the upper hand, and Johet will be able to take down that Leo mod with him. This is a pretty huge trade, even though Johet might lose his life. But no, Johet will not lose his life, and even the Lord will go into the hands of Umbrella Academy. Yet again, the fight shifted halfway into the favor of Umbrella Academy, and they just took the Lord and the kills both.
Definitely, the Jawhead pick is pretty good on EXP. It's I think it's just to pinpoint someone like Claude if they or just to take out STs or any high value target.
Yup, that honor marking coming in from that Jawhead is actually always on point. The damage coming in from Jawhead, if he's on that damage build, he is practically able to take down anyone from the side of opponent if he's actually locked onto them. And yep, there is not even anyone who can like save from his CC. And we can see that ultimate has been popped. Your cold altar has been popped, but it also has worn off. And here Diggy is also pretty low. He might fall. Ram is also pretty low, but yep, Joehead comes here again. And the damage he was able to dish out and take down both of them so easily. Claude just disappeared, and yet again here Estes caught in a very bad position. He does not have mobile skills. He does not have mobility skills. His positioning is what matters the most.
Definitely, they don't have anything to counter Jawhead. Like if they are taking a team fight, Jawhead will just come from the back or somewhere from the side, and he'll just throw or target that marksman who is dealing a lot of damage at this point of time.
Exactly. The side of ZSG lacks a heavy target lock CC. They cannot punish anyone who just dives in with their CC to take them down. They cannot punish them back. And this is like taken so much advantage of by the Umbrella Academy by like at such a huge margin. They are doing it so splendidly. That Farm is Diggy. Diggy can just lock down anyone with his second skill, and this Farm is just pull him back. And if Jawhead locks onto him, it's game over. And Sprint has been popped by Jawhead for what reason I did not see. Hmm. I
Well,
think it's
in a
a
sprint
resource wasted.
in certain matters, it's better to run away from this Marsha or just to target someone.
Yep, as we can see in the top middle lane, the Diggy's second skill will be popped here, and even the Masha's ultimate has been popped. You know, ultimate is still intact. Masha was in a bad position, but her HP is tremendous, and she will survive.
And in later terms of phase, like Jawhead can easily split push, and the moment they see Masha is afraid away from her team, then we are seeing a team fight over here, and Jawhead might go for this Claude, and he is gonna ult over Claude, and Claude is gonna taken down by Irithil. Meanwhile, Masha securing a kill over Diggy, and Jawhead gets a double kill over Leomord, and even Irithil gets a triple kill. She wipes out that mage and the Estes. Meanwhile, Masha is the only one left.
Yep, and Masha is in a pretty bad position. She does not have the sprint. She does not have power skills. She does not have that skill to make her HP with like to grow her HP. And this is going to be a wipeout with like only one trade. I guess I was gone for a second, and this happened. Oh my god, this is a wipeout, and the Lord has gotten into the favor of Team Umbrella Academy. This isn't looking good from Team ZSG, as even the inhibitors, one of the inhibitor have been fallen and
And the
taken down
Lord
by
is gonna march from the
Ramos.
mid lane, and don't think so. It will be wise for them to defend it. Like they need to clear this all of these lanes right now, and they cannot afford to fight one more team fight. And if they do, and it will be end for them.
Well, it's gonna be end either way. If they don't try to defend it, the Lord is just gonna end the base. And if they take a fight, they will lose that fight. They are pretty much in a stalemate position right now, and the ultimate of the Eve has been popped, and it has been cancelled yet again, and even the collateral of Farmis has been popped here with none of them losing much of the major HP thanks to that good timing coming in from Farmis, and Joy was able to take down that Claude. Meanwhile, Masha marking onto that Irithel, but she still has that wind of nature to survive.
Definitely, then that's a good jihad coming in from the side of Umbrella Academy, just marking that Claude, giving him the hard time.
Yup, and as we can see, this is a pretty respect play coming in from Umbrella Academy as they are backing off, not forcing the things here, as they know that their super minions have just gone out, and I think they're just gonna wait for under the Lord and not just risk it all in one team fight. And right now the economy is already at 10k, 11k gold lead, so it's gonna be into the favor of Umbrella Academy for a while.
Definitely, and we can see the jawhead items. He has already made three of the deadly items. He has Blade of Heptasis, Malefic Roar, and also Blade of Despair. That's a huge damage coming in from Jawhead. Clint at this point, I mean, sorry, not Clint, the Claude at this point of time, he
Yep.
haven't made a single defense item in for Jawhead.
Yep, he at least needs he has that wind of nature. The only person who's gonna be able to take down Claude is a Jawhead, and I think he's gonna risk it all. If he survives that gang, then he might be able to just turn things around with that full damage build of his. And that's what Team ZSG is trying to look with ultimate of Eve being popped, ultimate of Leo mode being popped, and the Cold Altar and the ultimate of Biggie being popped here. Huge resources being spent in this skirmish here.
Definitely. What do you think like Team ZSG might do to for an comeback or an opening?
What they need is that goal difference and that formation around Estes. They need to like fight with a whole 5 men in, and if they do a fight, they need to commit fully to it. Masha ain't gonna die. Leomod can also be the front line as long as Estes is in the right position. Claude will deal the damage, and here Farmis is in a very bad spot, and yep, Claude will take down that kill, and they are gonna go for that engage at here again, and in the bottom lane here in the base we can see that Irtel is actually going to for that split door backdoor split push, and yeah, no, Leomod was there on time to actually save and even kill that minion. And Estes is caught in a bad position. Yet again, he does not have any blink skills. He does not have anything that's gonna help him survive all the
Definitely.
bullshit.
He baited himself just for his teammates so he can recall, and it won't be an end.
Yup. Um, like before moving on to the Lord side and taking fight there, each team needs to actually clear those waves to not give anyone and the opportunity of split push. And ZSG should have looked that Irithel is actually missing. Well, these
Definitely.
small
At this
macro play mistakes.
Definitely, I think Claude should play a bit safe in spite of the having a jaw hair, and he's pretty good. He is dealing a lot of damage on Claude, making sure that Claude is out of the team fight.
At that position, at that situation where the Faramis was pretty low, Claude did a good decision by going after that Faramis and was actually able to take down and kill. But in the end, he was not able to manage his lane well and Irithel was able to take advantage of it. And we can see the Lord has already melted down. Yep, it will fall into the hands of I think ZSG, and they have successfully defended against the Lord. And Cold Ultra has been popped by Faramis, and even Ultimate of Irithel has been used. Masha Ultimate has also been used. The ultimate coming in from the Eve at a very good position, but here itself will find that gap and go in for that Leo mode. Here the ultimate of the Blazing Twit of God has been used, and Joy just takes it down. Joy just uses second skill to cancel that ultimate of Blazing Twit and get a kill. And here the base crystal just falls. Yet again, this is gonna be clean sweep. ZSG is gonna be falling down to the lower brackets, and Umbrella Academy will be moving on. What went wrong from the start
Definitely,
there?
this draft the Estes was as you mentioned, like Estes need to heal this Leomord, but he is too slow. He won't be keep able to keep up with this Leomord. Meanwhile, Leomord is on his horse, and at this last point of gank, well, everyone was focusing on that the front at the Lord Pit fight area. Irithil on the side. She came from the side and she just killed that Leo mode, and she was dealing a lot of damage.
Well, yep, all those blunders coming in that IST speaks was actually a blunder right here coming in from the side of ZSG. Like Estes is, as you said, will not be able to keep up with that Leo mod and Masha in bot, and can be easily marked by Digi, Paramis, or as you said, Jawhead. The damage of Jawhead is like unbelievable out of this world. He's just able to take down that Claude in just blink of eyes, and he's even be able to like cancel that ult of Blaze into it. It's just a uh, perfectly fabricated composition against Team LSG. They just can't do anything about it.
Definitely, and that's it for the game number. I mean, the round number two.
Yep, guys, this is gonna be it for the match two between Umbrella Academy and ZSG. Team Umbrella Academy will be moving on into the game in the upper bracket, while ZSG will be falling down to the lower bracket where they will have one more chance to redeem themselves. Well, see you in the next match. This is MKE Championship Season 4, sponsored by Genesis, co-sponsored by Z3 Store, Zentro Store, and Slay Official. And I'm Azezu, and I'm signing off. See you in the next match.
everyone, welcome back to MK Championship Season 4, sponsored by Genesis and co-sponsored by Z3 Store, Zentro Store and Slay Official YT. And this is the second, or rather the third match of the day, but the second team, you can say. And this match is between Midnight Madness on the blue side and Jariel on the red side. And it's gonna be a best of three, so whichever team will be winning two matches will be moving on to the next round. So right now I'm here midnight and I have my co-caster with me Grim. So on to you.
Welcome to a wonderful audience to the day three of round one upper bracket matches of MKE Season 4 MLBB Championships. We have two, one of a very interesting match today with Midnight Madness being one of the best teams at as we speak versus the Aces. Let's hope they prove their worth of the game today.
Yes, so without any further ado, we have already started the match. Let's see what the bands are like this time.
Well, okay, we have entered the first phase of the ban, and just 7 seconds remaining. And we see a
Okay,
ban of Faramis.
we can see a Faramis ban. So now it's the time for Team Jariel on the red side. They're taking it slow. Let's see what they will be banning. We can see a Fanny ban. They don't want Fanny to get buffed or like farmed. I'm sorry, not buffed, farmed and to kill them. Let's see what the blue team. They ban Gushen. They don't want the daggers hitting them hard. Then red team's ban. We can see. Let's see what will the team blue Midnight Madness go for the first pick this time.
Well, we have a ban of Gushon, and Team Jaril are going to maybe they do not want an early game damage. Maybe they are looking for the domination of the early game, and we see a ban of Melissa, meta hero being banned again.
That's a beautiful Valentina pick there. We can see.
Okay, well, Valentina, they might be needing an early game counter. Might be picking some sturdy heroes. Team Jariel.
Okay, that's a 1-1. Like we know the two. Oh, again, Clint. Let's see. Okay, he went for Clint this time. We can see a Louis pick coming in there.
Well, Luoi, I guess, of the amount of matches that I've played Luoi with, until she has a good amount of support on her back, don't think she'll be able to do something on her own. She needs a good back end support. So the damage that she gives others will be able to finish it. And we see a pick of Grok and Claude by Team Midnight.
Yes. There's gonna be another pick from the red side. We will be able to see the next two bands incoming from Team Midnight Madness and Jariel. How many supporters do we have there in the chat for both the teams? Comment down the team that you're supporting. Let's see who has more supporters there.
And we see the Leo mod being picked, one of the current best heroes of the game, along with Martis. And Martis is still open midnight.
Yes, like
Through midnight.
yes, like both the main damage dealing heroes, Martis and Leomord, we could see that they were being banned earlier, but this time both the teams have not yet banned either of the heroes, and we can already see that the red team, that is Jariel, have picked Leomord. So do you think they're gonna be a Martis pick this time? Oh, they banned it. They
Well,
banned it.
well. Team Midnight Madness are definitely aware of what are the damage dealing heroes are. They do not want to be on the risky side of the matches. They do not want Team Jaril to be to have an advantage in the from the early game itself. And we have a pick of the Roth, a life steal. And according to me, like the matches that I have played, well, while I play the game, I still think the only hero to give a competition to Alucard in lifesteal might be the Rot or the Gusa
Yes,
Midnight.
yes, that's totally agreeable. Well, we can see one thing here that Team Blue, that is Midnight Madness, they're going for a Valentina EXP lane. And Kadita is going for the mid mage. Well, let's see how Durot actually acts against Valentina over here. We can see an
Well,
Atlas. It's the last pick.
I guess Atlas, they have picked Atlas for the counter of Valentina. No, it doesn't seem a bit quite sturdy team Midnight Madness, but they do have some a good amount of magic damage with them. And the Grok being one of the Grok will prove to be a good supporting factor. I would say he is, if he comes around with Claude for the support, team Jariel is dead.
Who do you think has a stronger draft in this match?
Well, according to the hero, like the picks, I would say Team Jaril is a bit sturdy,
Mm-hmm.
and Team Midnight seems to have lost it a bit because there are two mages and no fighters. So the damage dealers seems to be less on Team Midnight.
We
But
can
let's
see
hope they.
something like uh here, like we predicted that Valentina will be going for the XP. That's not quite it. She's going for the roam, and we can see that Grok is doing the XP lane this time. There might be more surprises. Moving to the goal lane over here, we can see both the marksmen are pretty well farming, yet the tanks aren't here right now. So I think both the teams need to, help the marksmen a bit to farm up in the early match.
Well, we also see a petty engagement in the mid lane, but no, we hope we don't have any serious fights. Oh, Rita going in for the Atlas and Atlas retreating. Meanwhile,
Yes. As of yet, they are taking it slow. They're not rushing anywhere, but we can see a rotation coming from the blue side. It's Midnight Madness on the goal lane down here. Their mage is already in position. They're going for Clint, as we can see, but will they be able to take him down, or will the team Jariel will be already here? We can see a gank on Valentina. She retreated successfully, but Clint is in danger in the goal, and there you go. They actually made to him, and he will be dead. And there you go for the first blood. Yes, on Ling, that is. Their tank is a little late this time. We can see they should have come to the goal lane earlier to help their MM out, because that's what you need to do as a roamer to help and see if your MM is safe or not. Because that was a very predictable gank by Midnight Madness, as we can see. Very predictable and understandable that yes, sure, your goal laner is alone. You can see the enemy team missing, so obviously they're gonna go for the goal lane gank, right? We can see that I'm sorry, not Clint, Ling is taking down the turtle, yet the red team, that is the Jariel, aren't here. They're going for the blue buff, although their XP laner died, but then they will be successfully taking the turtle, won't they?
well, team, yes,
Oh,
and there's a good steal by Leo Mod,
that was a nice deal.
and we see where we see an engagement. Atlas trying to cut Valentina out of the lane, but Valentina successful in escaping the facts. And the two mage strategy doesn't seem to be having much of an effect. Okay, was I too early to say that? Midnight.
Yes, actually, Valentina is also good of a roamer. If we can see, all we need to do, since after the Valentina got nerfed a little bit, she is good as of a roamer. I should say, like even when we use it, we generally prefer a Valentina roam, because then again, all matters is her ultimate, right? She just needs to use her ultimate in the right time. That's all.
And right as my co-caster Midnight speaks, right ult at the right time, and
Yes.
they have the win.
Yes, so basically uh, the nerf that did come, it won't be much effective if you actually know to use the ultimate in the right time, and whose ult you need to actually copy. We can see another gank on the bot lane, or will they be retreating? She might be in a little danger, Kadita, but she retreated there with her ultimate, saving her own self. But she shouldn't go. Wait for their team to come in. Ling
And
is not yet here.
this, well, it seems to be the both the teams doesn't seem very active in engagements. They are going for petty engagements, but we see a gank on Kadita and Link coming in.
Okay, Lumot got one kill. Ling did manage to skip this time. He's going for the second kill on the marksman on Claude. That was a beautiful ultimate by Atlas. Push in Oh my god, that was nice. They actually managed to kill the Leomord there. Or else he would have had a triple kill, and that was a really beautiful ultimate by Atlas there. They will be
Well,
getting the turtle,
Grok
will
coming
they?
in. Well, it doesn't seem so. Will be rotating for regaining their health as their tank Grok seems to have 50% XP as we speak, and well, they should go back, get back their XPs on point, and return for the fight. That is a suggestible idea. Is it
Yes.
agreeable, Midnight?
Yeah, you have like you do have a point there, but we can see that they didn't go for the turtle, the red team, Jariel. They are trying to secure their buff this time. They don't want to be like behind in gold, which they are right now, around 1k it is. We can see the blue team, that is Midnight Man, is going for the turtle this time. And will there be another turtle steal by the red team, that is Jariel, or will the blue team be able to manage to get this turtle? We can see a kill on Kadita. And this time, this beautiful Claw ultimate, wonderfully ulted by Atlas. This Atlas is really ulting good, like he's ulting really beautiful. But,
Well,
uh-oh, okay, that was something sad. The mage wasn't there. We can see the mage in the top lane. They were taking the turtle. I mean, they were the one who actually started the turtle, right? The Midnight Madness, the Ling. They actually started the turtle, knowing that their mid laners aren't there. I mean, why? You should have like left it. You already know that the previous turtle was taken by Jariel. They had stolen it. So this time you should have had your team before you plan to take the turtle. But we never know what's on their mind. We can see Leomord go in with his ultimate. He got down the Grok, is going for Valentina this time. Will she be able to escape this Claude incoming? And there's not a gank. He's stuck. He's away from his team. His team is retreated, we can see. And Leo's gonna be dead. He actually, what you call it? Over engaged? Don't you think
well,
so?
over engaged, underestimating opponent,
Mm-hmm.
and as you can see, even the team Jariel, which are on the right team, they have managed to take both the turtles of the game, and they are still behind the gold from Team Midnight. You can
They
see
surely
they
are.
are 1.3k gold behind, and
Well,
they have
that's
two
because
turtles.
their hyper has been dying. His hyper, I would say, the Leomord isn't getting quite good. Wonderfully altered by Atlas. Oh my god. Yeah. So back to what we were saying, the hyper didn't get much support from the start. I would say, Leomord.
Well, Geomod not getting some support, and the Link going in with a beautiful triple there.
That was nice gank. We can see Team Midnight Madness are pushing the mid lane, and they don't want the goal difference to increase any further. They are already leading. They want to end the game as soon as possible. What we can see.
They do surely know what Leomord can do in the late game, so they do not want to risk it. And as I said, they did go for him and took his kill.
Yes, they're going to be a possible gank in the bot lane, I presume, this time. And Atlas, don't you think, is using his ultimates really well? But I mean, it's just that they aren't getting much kills. We can see Kadita. She just made a mistake there. Shouldn't have gone in, I would say.
Well, Valentina and Karita, they do have a pretty good support there, because Valentina now can copy Atlas' skill, and if she has Karita, and they both can actually do a pretty good gank and on just on their own, but the Leo mode comes in and gets the kill.
Yeah, that was another gank we can see. And Leomord did retreat this time. He didn't want to get killed by them because they knew, I mean, he knew that his team wasn't around. So that was a good decision taken by him. He shouldn't actually give any more kills to the enemy team. They're already leading on gold, like we can see.
Well, the
It's
goal difference
5k.
is right close to 5k, close they are getting to 6, and well, they do not hope. I guess they know they're being pushed. The push strategy of Team Jariel seems to be having taken a backseat as of now. They're behind the gold on the team, and they're behind on the kills as well. Doesn't seem so good for team at Jariel.
Jariel is like, not leading this match. Like they did make a lot of mistakes on not supporting their goal laner and also not supporting their hyper. Team Jariel actually lacked there. The team composition, although being good, their support towards each other wasn't. But they might get a
And
comeback in this match. There's beautifully ult
oh,
by Valentina. She copied Atlas. Oh my god, it's really confusing. I thought, oh, was it Valentina who was doing those proper perfect ultimates all by then?
it was seems pretty good use of the ultimate by Valentina. Not just copying the ult, actually using it to perfection there.
Managed to ult or four of them there. Like I was confused if it was their Atlas ulting or it was Valentina ulting over here.
Well, because the ult was almost pitch perfect, so we
Yes.
were bound to get confused.
Nice ultimate there. She's dead. She's so dead. They are a lot behind the goal. You can see a 10k goal difference this time.
Well, 10 minutes into the game and 10k goal difference, they have ceased to defend their turrets. Inhibitor turret of the mid lane is down for Team Jariel. The bottom lane inhibitor has also been taken down by Grok, with supported by Claude, and they have three two open spaces as of now to get defeated. Just one Lord, all five of Team Midnight, and the game is over.
Yes, so probably they'll be waiting for. Oh no! Look at that wonderful. Oh my god! Did you just see that? I mean, they're just wiped out in seconds. Are they gonna end it already? Are they going for the
Well, they
waste it?
do have a pretty good engagement, and Valentina, oh my god, she does
Those
know how
things
to
happen in
use.
seconds. Like I didn't expect that coming. Did you?
Well, no, I did not expect Valentina to use her mage prowess as well, along with her tank skills, and which just help them to win the game in a meager 11 minutes into the game.
That was wonderful, I would say. I mean, that was very unexpected what happened like just there. I thought they will be waiting for a lot, or even not. I thought they will going for, they will be poking them and just, reducing their HP and then go for the lot. But oh my god, I mean, that was unexpected. I have nothing to say. We clearly
Well,
saw how they won.
they certainly didn't want to risk it in the late game. They had two mages with an idea of let's go, push, and finish, and they did so. While if you look at the team composition, the team balance of picks was better on when compared to Midnight. The team Midnight
Yes,
composition was not as good as Team Jariel, but they still won.
you're right. Well, that was really a wonderful match played by both the teams. Only the mistakes which I saw from Jariel's side was they need to support their hyper and their marksman a little more, because the hyper knew that he's charging in, but they didn't, like the others didn't. So there was might be a miscommunication down there, but okay, they still have chance, and whichever team will win two matches of the best of three will moving on to the next round. So thank you everyone for watching. I can already see the vote percentages of both the teams, Midnight Madness and Jariel. Well, let's see if your desired team wins this round or not. And thank you everyone. Stay tuned until we're back with the next match. And thank you for joining in MK Championship Season 4, guys. Sponsored by Genesis and co-sponsored by Z3 Store, Zentro Store, and Slay Official YT. So we will be back soon. Just wait and watch. Welcome back, everyone. We're again watching this match, and this time we can see that Midnight Madness is on the red side and Jaril is on the blue side. And if this match Jaril manages to win it, they will be getting to play another match where they have to win again. It's a best of three. Whichever team wins two matches, moving on to the next round. And thank you everyone for watching MK Championship Season 4. And let's see who's gonna win. Sponsored by Genesis and co-sponsored by Z3 Store, Zentro Store, and Slay Official YT. I'm Midnight, and I'm here with my co-caster Grims. Onto you, Grim. What do you think
Your
is gonna
team
win?
Uh,
is banning.
I am totally bowled over Team Midnight Madness. Welcome back to our wonderful audience for the second match of to the day three, round one. Second match between these two beautiful teams. Well,
Sir,
Team Jariel,
what's your
who
command?
is on
Your
the team
team
blue,
is banning.
needs to back themselves up, and we see a first pick of a first ban of Fanny. What do you think is going to be banned by midnight?
Your team
Um,
is banning.
they went for a fireman's ban, like we can see.
To live
They're gonna
is
be a
to
marksman
treat
ban
the
this time as well,
reaper.
from blue
Uh,
team side, I suppose.
well, banning Faramis, I guess the Midnight
Your
Madness
team
don't
is
want
banning.
to risk it,
3,000
to having a good
worlds,
support because
and not a
Team
single
Jariel
worthy
seems to
foe.
have pretty good damage there. They just don't want that damage to be supported by any. And we also see Martis being banned.
Yes, they got rid of one OP hero and they know that they have the first pick, so they will be going for Leomord, I suppose. But let's see who's gonna get banned. They don't want 1-1, they got it
Your
out.
team is
They
picking.
still have Leomord open. Will the guy go for Leomord again this match or not? Although this time the team needs to
Your
support
team
him.
is
They went
picking.
for a Melissa pick. Okay, cool.
Well, they do have a meta on their
Sacrifice
hands,
everything
and the
for
DPT
victory?
has a perfect
Gladly.
counter for that hero, unless she uses her ult perfectly.
Your team
And
is
we see the
picking.
menace of the last game being picked again by Midnight Madness.
They should have banned, like this. Like she used their skills so perfectly. The Valentina. If it was me, I would have
She
banned.
had, she had a perfect counter in the former actress. She was using the ult. The Valentina was using the ult of Atlas
Yes.
better than the original one come from the
Yes, yes.
event, I would
Your
say.
Like
team is
maybe they have
picking.
something on their mind also. Like they will be picking. They have not banned Valentina, but then again, they
I
won't
Your
be
do
picking
team
what
any
is
I
hero
banning.
that
wanted to
would give
do.
their ult to Valentina. Also, that might be something on the mind of Team Blue. That is Jariel, maybe. Let's see what's going to be the picks. We got seeing the bans now. The Midnight Madness is banning.
Now a
Okay, they're
Kai
going for
enters the
Akai. Okay,
season.
Your team is
and
banning.
let's see.
Well, they have the Leo mode again, and also the Uranus along with them at Team Jariel. Let's hope they have once again they have a good
You
composition.
finished
The
Your
what
team
you
balance
is
saw.
picking.
of the heroes are good with
It
Team
is
Jariel,
who
but
we are.
uh, doesn't suppose and they have banned Atlas. Wonderful to say,
Yes, this time
needless.
they don't want to pick Atlas. They don't want to give the Atlas all to Valentina. They just banned it. We want to get rid of it. That's what killed us whole time in the previous match. So they're going for Kufra, the red team. That is Midnight Madness.
Well, Kufra.
Oh,
Oh, they picked Claw.
Your team is picking.
okay. We can see the really tanky and damage dealing picks on
Your
blue
team
side,
is picking.
and it's the same over here on the red side too. Wait, what?
They
They did pick
have
the marksman.
picked. They have two marksmen this time, from two mage to two marksmen. Uh, okay, well, okay, they have Kufra.
Yeah, Kufra.
They
It
have.
is.
Okay, well, they have balanced. I would say, okay. If you say now, if you look at Team Red, that is Midnight Madness, they have a better balance. They have one marksman, one fighter, one mage, one assassin, and one tank. While Team Team Jariel doesn't have any fighter on their hands.
Well, we saw Kufra not picking it right then, me, because even they didn't pick Franco on the blue side. Yeah, blue side. Maybe they were like trying to skip Diggy pick, I guess. That's why they were like, okay, let's go for Kufra later on after they pick their roamer. That's what they were waiting for. But let's see who wins this
Welcome to
match.
Mobile
Both the teams have
Legends!
good picks.
Well, both the teams
5
definitely have good
seconds till the
picks and
enemy
they have
reaches
good
the
composition
battlefield.
this time.
Smash
Well,
them!
the only thing is, Team Jariel seems to be a bit
Deployed!
more sturdy, a bit more tanky, with three
Mm-hmm.
to two tanks and one tanky hero. They do seem to have a good, if they use their heroes properly, they'll have better map control than Team Midnight Madness.
Yeah, they will have a lot of sustain and a heavy damage dealer also they have on their side, Jariel. But let's see how they're gonna play.
Well, let's hope they don't waste their picks. And we've seen Durant going in for Uranus, but he won't be going down that easily.
They're having a fight on the XP lane, like we can see. Gushi missed his daggers. Okay.
Well, they just want. I guess they don't just want to poke them and don't want them to be farmed enough.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Kufra being with Bush on every single time, he doesn't want to leave alone. He doesn't want to leave his hyper alone. Neither did they leave their hyper alone in the first match. That is the mistake being done by Team Jariel.
We can see a gank in the bot lane this time. All the Jariel doesn't have the tank over here, neither did they have the mage, but they're going in for the kill. Kufra didn't know that they were hiding over here, but he did manage to escape with his flicker. That was really nice. But we can see that Jariel doesn't have the rotation that they need from the mid laner. Although the team red, that is Midnight Madness, they're like trying to gank the XP laner. They're trying to lower the HP of Uranus so that just they can push, because they know he's an irritating element and they cannot kill Uranus that easily. So they're just trying to cut the lanes and push the turrets. But they have to actually focus on the gold lane. Team Jariel needs to know that they have to have the gold lane at this time. They shouldn't like start rotating to the top, because
First
it's no
blood!
point. Uranus should manage to do it alone. Although they're going for the turtle, I suppose. It's gonna be a death.
We even before the turtle, we have seen the first blood being taken by Leomord. The kill
Red team
was
hero
of
has
the
been
Rock.
slain!
Valentina going there for the kill of the enemy tank, and she had copied the ult of Leomord, but
Red team
didn't
hero
prove to be
has been
useful.
slain!
And okay, Team Midnight,
Red team hero
Team
has been
Jariel seem
slain!
to be having an upper hand in this game.
Yeah,
Blue
they
team
did
has
get some early
slain the
game kills.
turtle!
And also the turtle, they did manage to take it. But we can see a gank on the bot lane incoming Gush. Oh, beautifully. Oh my god, Melissa did manage.
Red
Oh,
team
Ota?
hero has been
What
slain!
hook was that? He tried to hook
Well,
though.
Melissa had a good use of ult. She had defended herself beautifully. As I said, she would not be squishy against Bushon if she uses her ult perfectly. That is the only element she need to perfect. She need to master if she wants to defend herself. Just use your ult perfectly and use the first skill and have a dash back to your turret.
Yes. Right now, I would say that if Leomot keeps playing like that, and if he gets the support that he got up to now, they might have a chance to win this match. But then again, we never know what's gonna happen. You can see Cooper ulted in, and is there not gonna be another kill on Leomot? Oh my god, beautiful! That was nice. Kufra did
And
engages there, which was
Blue
needed, I
team
guess.
hero has
Okay,
been
Kushi managed to
slain!
get the kill. And Melissa really nicely poken Claude back. We can see that they didn't yet retreat in the mid lane. Gushen is trying on Kagura. They're taking it slow, like we can see.
well, they certainly, Team Midnight Madness, they don't want any spaces to be left unchecked. They are still looking for any spaces which they can position themselves to stop the movement of Team Jaril
Blue team
and
The
hero
gank
has
in the
been
Bushan.
bot
slain!
lane. Oh my god. And we
Bush,
can see Liumot coming in. He did get the
Red
CC
team
over here.
hero has been slain!
Claude managed
well,
to escape successfully.
Beautiful. Good gank by Team Jariel and good back back defense by Team Madness. Team Midnight Madness successful being a little bit
Blue team turret has
squishy
been
this time, I would
destroyed.
say. And Gushon going in for the kill there. And will he manage to take the kill of Leomord? And he fails to
Red
do
team
so.
hero
Instead,
has
gets
been
himself killed
slain.
there.
Yes, he did. Like he did rushed in. I mean, although his damage was really nice on Leomord, but then again, he shouldn't have gone inside the turret all by himself. You can see them pushing the bot lane. The team
Red
Jariel,
team
they're
turret
really
has
leading
been
right now. They are the
destroyed.
ones leading in 1k gold. And this time, will there be a chance for Jariel to come back? Because they're already leading. They're like 6 kills far from Team Midnight Madness. A gank on the marksman, and he's gonna be dead this time. Leomord will be getting the kill, or will he not? He escaped. He managed to escape really well. But yes, he did. We can see the tank given a vision to the enemy team. That is the team Midnight Madness. They're going for the turtle this time.
Well, and there's a hook there. They might have the kill. And Kufra was trying to disturb them, but I guess they'll have a pretty comfortable time in taking the turtle, and they do so.
Okay. We can
Blue
see
team
Darak
hero
coming in over
has
here.
been slain.
And another wonderful ult by Leomord. I hope he'll be getting a few more
Blue
kills over
team
here. We can
hero
see low
has
HPs
been
on
slain.
Gushan, and
Blue
he'll be
team hero
dead.
has been slain.
Darak
Blue
already
team
used his
turret has
ultimates, I
been
suppose.
destroyed.
So he does have
Double
a chance, but
kill.
he doesn't have his team. Better retreat, boy.
Well, he definitely managed to get to a double there, and will he be
Shut
going?
down.
And he did
Shut
Killing
go
down.
very
spree.
Well, he should have retreated
shut.
when his team wasn't there.
Well, Leomord, he might have gone. He might have gone. What do we say? A bit overconfident on his skills. But
Blue team
Maybe.
turret has been destroyed.
just had, he's using his ult perfectly though. That's an agreeable thing, I guess.
Wonderful
Red
ult
team
by
has
Kufra. We
the
can
blue
see
flame
Claude
hero
dead, and
has
even
been
Melissa
slain.
died this time. Kufra's kind of low will. Uh-oh, what? Okay. Like, she would have killed them both. Kagura, you just did a little mistake, but okay, nobody saw it. Nobody saw anything.
Blue team hero has been
I have no
slain.
idea what they did.
And Gushon coming in
Blue
for the
team
kill,
hero
and he
has
does
been
so.
slain.
Uh,
Red team hero has
okay,
been
well,
slain.
Remote seems
Double
to be
kill.
a bit of a confused state, I would say, because he's getting the kills, but definitely he's not getting the support that he would be.
Yeah, that's what
Mega
happened in
kill.
the previous match also. I would totally agree to you about that. Leomod is really trying to hold on to the match. He's really trying to, he is actually doing all that is needed to be done. He isn't getting the proper support of the mid laner, to be precise. I would use the term mid laner because, yes, starting from the rotation up to the use of their skills and the right timing, I don't think they are actually helping Leomod anyhow, even in the previous match, and so it is in this match too.
Oh, well, they definitely seems to have a good rotation, the Midnight Madness. If you
Yes.
can see that tank, he is always, and he's never in one piece. He is always rotating the map. He is actually providing a good, map view to his
Red
team.
team hero
Okay,
has been
there
slain.
seems to be he lost for a moment, and Tiroth probably going in for the tier two turret.
Okay. He's
Blue
going in
team
all
turret
alone
has
by
been
himself. That
destroyed.
was one big mistake that done by him. The tank doesn't even know where his hyper is going. Look at Franco. He has no idea what his hyper is doing. I mean, that was a really nice charge by Leomord actually,
Mega
but the
kill.
Franco didn't know what's going on. And as of the mage,
Double kill.
I'm sorry,
And
but
Valentina
actually,
there.
yes, but actually, like Kagura can do a lot of things. She isn't doing anything at all, I would say.
Unstoppable.
I mean, that's a really
And
nice pick on their side.
they have a good pick. They have the combinations of skills with Kagura. That is, if you count to the combination of
Red
skills
team
to
has
all the
slain
entire
the
mages
Lord.
in the game, probably the hardest combinations would be for Kagura because the amount of damage that a proper combination of Kagura can do I don't think there's any more mages in the entire game to match that. The crowd control, the damage, the after skill damage. Okay, well, those are, they have a pretty good thing on their hands, but they are unable to do so. And they have covered the kill gap and the gold gap as well. Team Midnight
We
Madness.
can see another gank on the top lane in the XP lane, and Leomord is low. This time also we can see the mage isn't there. She, I don't think she has much practice with Kaura, the way she's using the skills.
Well, the Valentina has
Our
definitely
team hero
seems to
has
Yes,
have
been
good practice
slain.
there.
she did her homework perfectly fine.
And they have the Lord. Will they be
Red
finishing
team's turret
again?
has been slain.
Just in
Melissa is
11
trying hard to
minutes?
hold the match. Melissa is trying hard, we
Uh,
can see that.
Blue
well,
team's
Melissa
turret has
seems to
been
definitely seem
destroyed.
to be doing a good job as she has, if I believe, she has
Blue
the
team
most
hero
gold
has
in
been
the game.
slain.
And we just lost her. They they're definitely not giving up, Team Jariel. I would give them that.
Yeah, they are not giving up. I would agree to it also. Like two good people
Red team
who are
hero
actually
has
holding
been
the game on
slain.
from the start. That would be Leomord and Melissa on Team Jariel's side. Only if they would have had a
That's a
better mid composition, they would have had, or like they could have turned the match.
As a team, both the tanks, if you see for Team Jariel,
Godlike.
don't seem to be having
Blue team
any
turret has been
good effects there.
destroyed.
They don't have good support for the team. They do not have much sense, I would say, because
Blue
they're
team
definitely
hero
doing
has
good,
been
but
slain.
they don't seem to have
Red
good
team hero has been
game control.
slain.
Not game control, map control, I would say.
Hmm. We can predict now the gank coming in from Team Red side. Kagura successfully wasted her ultimate and now got stuck because she
Legendary.
doesn't have a second skill, and
Double
leading to
kill.
Leomord also dying. They're gonna get the inhibitors done right this time. They're gonna take them down.
Okay, okay, well, they don't. They had the team Midnight Madness have a pretty good chance of finishing it in the next 2 minutes. They have a set of minions coming in from the mid lane. And okay, Melissa was good of her mind to finish it early
Hmm.
rather than not waiting for her team to come in.
Yes, you're right. But I would just comment on something we can see in the comment section. Right now, there aren't people who are actually commenting anything, but we have seen since the start of the match, many people were like commenting on to like hackers only. We can see a comment like um, wait, what? This team is hackers and stuff. So like I would like serious question on serious note. Well, I mean, yeah, obviously, if you have proofs, you can always submit, like, MK already said down there.
Red
But
team has
as we
slain
see
the
this
Lord.
match ongoing, I don't think nobody needs hack to do things like that. I mean, Team Jariel, they don't have
Blue team
the
hero
support
has
at
been
all. Their
slain.
hypo has zero support. Their MM has zero support from the tank, from the mage. I mean,
Blue
I don't
team
think
hero
either of
has
you have
been
any proofs,
slain.
do you? But yes,
Well,
make sure if you have, you're supposed to send for sure.
if
Legendary.
you can
Our team
see
hero
both the
has double
tanks
kill.
of Team Jariel, look at the scores. You will notice the difference there. 0 4
Yes.
5 for Uranus, 0 7 7 from Franco. That is not ideal for two of the best tanks in the entire game. The crowd control of Franco,
It's
along
really
with the
good.
game composition,
Our
Hmm.
and
team hero has
Uranus
been
is
slain. Blue
virtually
team's base has
unkillable.
been destroyed.
Is virtually unkillable if he uses his skills properly and has a good build. He is
They gave up
actually
the match,
unkillable.
I
You
would
can,
say.
Blue team
well,
base
that's
turret
and
has been
they're trying to
destroyed.
finish it right
Red
here.
team's
Would they
turret
be
has
able
been
to do
destroyed.
that?
Red team hero has been slain.
Yeah, we would be able to do that. They have Lord incoming. One or two hits, the base will be gone.
Legendary.
See? There you go.
And that was actually two. It was actually two hits, I would say, from the Lord and support
Victory.
from Claude. And we see back-to-back wins for the Midnight Madness there.
Midnight Madness moving on to the next round, I would say. We have nothing to say anymore. Like, we literally saw how, I mean, I repeated so many times in this match.
Zero
Zero supports
support.
on Juriel's side. both the matches. I thought
Zero.
they'll be doing something in this one.
Well, they were doing good in the early game, early
They
stages
were.
of the match this time. And but if you notice one thing, the damage, the support from both the tanks was not up to the mark. If you can see, just 8% from they, and look at the support from Kufra, and they look at the roam from Kufra. Look at the
Hmm.
work he was doing with for his hyper, and that was that actually helped the Midnight Madness to win.
Yes. Well, anyways, wins and loss, things happen. And I would say that was the end of today's matches, right? Because they didn't qualify to the next round. So, thank you everyone for watching the match. I hope neither of the audiences are displeased, although we cannot see any more comments as of now. We only saw hello Didi, welcome to the comment section. Thank you, I7 question mark. That's the name, right? Well, everyone, thank you for joining the stream. Thank you for watching us on MK Championship Season 4. And this is sponsored by Genesis and co-sponsored by Z3 Store, Zentro Store, and Slay Official YT. So be back tomorrow, guys. We'll be having matches again of the upper brackets, obviously. So good night to everyone. This is Midnight signing off. So stay safe,
And
guys.
good night to our wonderful audience for joining in for today's matches, to the upper bracket matches of day three, round one of the MKE Sports Season 4 Mobile Legends Championships, sponsored by Genesis Store, co-sponsored by Z3 Store, Zentro Store, and Slay Official YouTube. This is Grim. Good night. Have a good day. We'll meet you tomorrow.